Hey everyone, this is Jeff Nelson. I am a realtor with IXL Real Estate Eastern Shore and on the eastern shore of Lower Alabama. And if you've never heard of the Eastern Shore, it is what we locals call the area of Spanish Fort, Daphne, and Fairhope. I'm just realizing I've been a realtor for over 18 years and I have a large and growing YouTube channel with, I don't know, 187 videos. And I just realized out of 187 videos, I've never done like a profile video of myself to see who you're actually working with, if you choose to use me. So I thought I would just get on here and tell you a little bit about myself. It's not gonna be a long video. There is a lot to tell, but I would, love to get to meet you and learn about each other. But I have been in real estate for 18 years. I started out in North Carolina and Virginia, right on the state line there by the coast. And I was licensed there in both states for 8 years. And then a family situation happened in about 2012, and which brought us down here. And so I got my license in Alabama almost immediately. And now I've been licensed here ever since. So all combined, I've been a licensed realtor in 3 different states, different periods of times, but licensed realtor for 18 years, a little more than that. And I actually love it. There was no question what I was going to do moving across country to another state that I've never been to before. There was no question. I love real estate. I love working with people. And I just love helping people, to be honest with you. I know it's kind of cliche-ish, but I actually really do. It's not only about negotiating the best price for my clients, but it's understanding my clients' unique needs. And everybody's different. Everybody's got different needs. And communicating effectively, whether it's a buyer or a seller. So just a couple points about me, other experience. I've mentioned the 18 years. Well, in those 18 years, I've sold hundreds and hundreds of homes. Been at many, many closing tables. And this is all I do. It's all I've ever done. So got a ton of experience, and I think that's probably my biggest strong point. I've got, that has been a learned behavior of street sense, so far as, I don't know, I can almost predict what's going to happen. About every situation that could come up, I've been through in that amount of time with all those different clients. Again, there's all kinds of personalities on both sides of the closing table, and just the experience alone, whether it's working with a buyer looking for a new house or a new condo, working with an investor. I do a lot of that down at the beach, and I've been in just about all those condo buildings down in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores. I have a lot of experience with the investor side of it, so I can definitely help out there. But, there's a lot of people who move here from all across the country. A lot of people have heard about Fairhope and Daphne and Spanish Fort even. And so a lot of people are moving here to not just invest, but to live. It is a pretty awesome place. Moved here in my early 40s and now I'm 55. And it was truly the best move that I've ever made. Love it. Love the people. Love the area. Gets a little humid in the summer, but 9 months out of the year, fantastic weather. Analytical. Yes, I did write a few notes down. Keep me on track. But I do have a little bit of an analytical mind. So when it comes to numbers, I number crunch. So when you're selling, I'm not going to be one of those realtors that's going to give you a price that you think it's worth when it's not. Just about every seller out there thinks that their house is worth more than it really is. And it doesn't do my seller any justice at all if we put an inflated list price on there and it just sits on the market, for months. We're in a pretty strong market now for sellers and for buyers too, as a matter of fact. So we're in a pretty good, solid, strong market. So looking out for my client, in this case, the seller, is looking out for their best interest. And part of their best interest is not only having the right price, but also not pricing it so high where that house sits on the market and goes stale. Working with the buyer on the other side of the coin, I analyze homes that have sold. I look at all the comps in the area. I look at like properties and basically what it would appraise for. I can get really close to what it would appraise for. And so I can absolutely give my buyers really good advice on what they should offer. And also not only that, but what kind of market are we in? Are we in a market where you can offer, 2% below the list price? Or are we in a market where you should be given a little bit more than the list price? So I got my pulse on that at all times. Use of technology. Most of my clients, almost 100%, and there's a reason for this, and I'll get to that in a second, but most of my clients are moving here or living in another state. And so that really comes down to the fact that I have a very large website, about 1,400 pages, that I started about 9 years ago. It's huge. If you've been looking in our area for a while, you may have seen it. You probably have seen it. It gets a lot of visitors. It's called livegulfshoreslocal.com. It's a very large website, so it attracts people who are all over the country. Chances are they're going to see it because it shows up on the first page of Google quite often for a lot of different search key terms and phrases. Also, that big YouTube channel. I do a ton of videos, not just on real estate, but our community. I try to think about when somebody's moving here, what do they want to hear? They just don't want to see a walkthrough of a house that's not going to be available, that might not even be in their price point, every time that I show up on my YouTube channel. But what I talk about, parks, I talk about restaurants and shopping and business owners. We just talk about everything that like if I was moving to an area, things that I would want to know. All right, so that would give somebody a lot of good information there. And that, you can find me on YouTube just by going into YouTube, and in the search bar, you would type in Lower Alabama Realty Group, and then you'll find my channel there. So, also about technology, FaceTime. Since a lot of my clients are in another state and there is a lot of distance between us, I utilize FaceTime a lot. So they can be in Kansas, and we get on FaceTime and it's like they're right next to me. So they can say, hey, let's go look at that again. And they're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm moving the camera around. We can look in cabinets, we can look in closets, or whatever the case may be. But definitely the use of technology is one of my strong points. Personality, I'm not pushy. I'm not pushy at all. I'm very laid back, but professional. And it's just, I like to be treated like, I like to treat other people like I would like to be treated. And I figured if I'm doing a good job for you, you'll want me to represent you. So, but no, I'm not going to be blowing you up at your phone, every 5 minutes or anything like that. If you need something, I am there for you. And I do check in on you if I haven't heard from you in a while. But once, we get under contract, then, I'm very much into communication and right on top of that. So this went a little longer than I thought, but I just wanted to introduce myself. Hey, but I'm here to help. Been doing this a long time, and I would love to work with you, whether you're buying or selling in Lower Alabama. I'm here to help, and looking forward to talking to you. You can call, email, or text me at the information you're going to see right now. Talk to y'all soon, hopefully.